everyone, my name's Jing. So today I want to do a tutorial on Meghan Markle's makeup look during her Oprah interview. I just thought she looked so radiant, it was such a classic smoky eye, and I just want to attempt to recreate the look. I started off with the Smashbox Photo Finish primerizer all over my face as a primer, and then I used the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in light to medium. Then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm blending that with the It Cosmetics foundation brush. I also used the concealer over as my primer as well. This is the Viseart Theory palette in Minx. My eye shape is not the same as Meghan Markle. I'm Chinese, she's not, which makes it a little bit of a challenge, I guess. But you know, everyone's eye is a little bit different. So I took that middle brown shade and just blended it all over my upper eyelid and blended it over my lower eyelid as well. I tried to keep a wing shape as I was blending out the eyeshadow, and then I went in with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in Blacker all over my waterline, and then smudged it with a little smudger brush from Real Techniques, and I just kept repeating that process until I got the effect that I wanted. I repeated the same process over my upper waterline and eyelid, and in case you haven't noticed, this video is a mixture of a voiceover and the original audio. I didn't really like what I was saying during the video, so I decided to do a voiceover in the end instead, and honestly it was a lot easier to edit. So then I took the darkest brown eyeshadow in the eye palette and just went over where I've smudged that eyeliner. And obviously I am repeating this on the lower eyelid as well. I repeated the process over my lower eyelid and dragged more of the brown eyeshadow over the middle part of my eye because that's what she had, and then I deepened the outer corner with that same dark brown eyeshadow to make sure it was nice and smoky. So that's both eyes. I'm pretty happy with how it looks now, but what I'm going to do is just buff around the edges of my eyeshadow. I'm going to take the first colour, and this is a like bigger brush, dip into that first eyeshadow and just buff around the edges. I really like doing this because it makes everything look really seamless. She had really long eyelashes during the interview, and I suspect there were some falsies, but I'm just curling my eyelashes and then putting the Estee Lauder Little Black primer on, then doing my brows with the Urban Decay brow blade, and then using the L'Oreal Brow Artist plumper. I'm actually brushing my brow hairs backwards against the direction of growth to really add volume. Her overall look was quite matte, so I went in with a natural finish foundation, which was the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I blended the foundation with the It Cosmetics foundation brush, which I used earlier. So did you watch the interview? What did you think? I thought she spoke so eloquently. I've never read any news about the royal family, but this interview was such an eye-opener. Then I set my face with a Nars light reflecting setting powder. I'm using the Tati Beauty Puff, and what I'm doing is dumping a lot of the powder into the puff and then really rubbing it in. And obviously coughing a lot, which is such a flattering look. Anyway, I really like putting a lot of powder in, rubbing into the puff, and then putting it on my face so that I don't deposit too much powder. For the cheeks, I used the NYX Cosmetics Sweet Cheeks blush palette and mixed two colours together. Her blush was kind of orange peach sort of shade. I'm really loving all of the faces I'm pulling in here, so flattering. I've deposited a little bit too much blush, so I went back with my foundation brush, didn't pick up any more foundation, but just went over the area and blended everything together and dampened the colour down. Then I used one of the limited edition holiday palettes from Hourglass because the highlight was very natural looking. Then I went back into the eyeshadow palette I used earlier, and I used the darkest shimmer shade and just put that over the middle of my upper eyelid. But you can't see that because my fat fingers were in the way. Then I blended the shimmer away with my eyeshadow brush. That is how my eye is looking. She had some blush over the forehead as well as and across her nose, so I did the exact same thing. Then applied some bronzer. I used Hoola from Benefit. She didn't have any stark contouring, so I just used a very light hand with this bronzer. Then I pulled another flattering face and put a little bit of highlighter over my Cupid's bow before I went in with 3 different lip liners. The first lip liner I used was from Rimmel in the shade East End Snob. Her lip colour was quite a nice light pink, so that was the closest I had in my collection. And then I did a little bit of contouring with the NYX lip pencil in Soft Spoken. Then the third lip liner was Maybelline Colour Sensational in Nude Whisper. I also used the Marc Jacobs lipstick in Cream and Sugar to make it less pink, and then blotted my lip with a piece of tissue. Again, looking like a bit of an idiot. Lastly, I put the tiniest amount of lip gloss on. I used the Glossier clear lip gloss, and then it looked like I was pretty pleased with the result. Then I did my hair like how she had in the interview, with the middle parting bits framing her face and with the hair pulled at the back covering up the top half of her ear. Boom, mic drop. And this is the end result. What do you think? I am quite happy with this. I think this looks pretty close to what she had during the interview. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you got to the end, great, thank you so much. Means a lot. Okay, right, thanks, bye.